I've Grown Accustomed to Her Face is a song from the 1956 musical My Fair Lady, with music by Frederick Loewe and lyrics by Alan J. Lerner. It was originally performed by Rex Harrison as Professor Henry Higgins. He also performed in the 1964 film version. The song expresses Professor Henry Higgins's rage at the fact that his pupil Eliza Doolittle has chosen to walk out of his life, and his growing realization of how much he will miss her. Covers. The song is sometimes rendered as I've Grown Accustomed to His Face when sung by a female singer, or as I've Grown Accustomed to Your Face. Johnny Mathis made his recording in 1957 for his album Warm. Dean Martin recorded the song May 9, 1960 for his album This Time I'm Swingin' St. 1442. It was later remastered in 2007 as a duet with smooth jazz trumpeter Chris Botti for Martin's album Forever Cool and Batti's Italia respectively. It was later covered by Herb Alpert and Amp, the Tijuana Brass, on the 1964 album South of the Border, Amp Records SP 108. Kermit the Frog performed this song several times during the 1950s and 60s, though at the time he was not yet a frog. In this case, the character wore a wig while lip-syncing to Rosemary Clooney's recording of the song, singing to a small creature that is covered entirely by a piece of cloth with a face drawn on it. As she sings, the creature eats the mask off its own head, revealing itself to be the Muppet character Yorick. Kermit keeps singing though, even as Yorick tries to munch on his hand. Later on, Brian Henson and Leslie Carrara Rudolph recreated the famous sketch for the Henson alternative show Stuffed and Unstrung and at the D23 Expo, once again using the Rosemary Clooney soundtrack. Barbra Streisand performed several lines in her Color Me Barbra medley from the TV special and album Color Me Barbra. Subsequently, on her 2016 album Encore, Movie Partners Sing Broadway, Streisand performs the song as a duet with actor Chris Pine. Stewie Griffin sings his version in the Family Guy episode Running Mates. Sideshow Bob sings his own version of this song in The Simpsons. Recorded versions: Ronnie Aldrich, Herb Alpert, Chet Baker, Count Basie, Tony Bennett, Chris Botti, Ruby Braff, Cecil Brooks III, Les Brown and Amp, his band of renown, Jimmy Bruno, Joe Bushkin, Jerry Butler, Jackie Kane, Richard Clayderman, Jay Clayton, Petula Clark, Nat King Cole, Ray Conniff, Jesse Davis Quartet, Sammy Davis Jr., Doris Day, Paul Desmond, Marlene Dietrich, Arne Domneris and his orchestra, Eastern Rebellion, Billy Eckstine, Dewey Ernie, Connie Evenson, Douglas Fairbanks Jr., Percy Faith, Michael Feinstein, Eddie Fisher, Ollie Flannery, Shelby Flint, Bruce Foreman, Sergio Flinky, Broadway, I Love You, 42nd Street Singers, Art Garfunkel, Some Enchanted Evening, Marvin Gaye, Stan Getz, Jackie Gleason, Golden State Orchestra and Amp Singers, Benny Goodman, John Greaves, Buddy Greco, Stewie Griffin, Frank Haley, Eddie Harris, Sam Harris, Rex Harrison, Coleman Hawkins, Buck Hill, Lena Horne, Jeremy Irons, Milt Jackson, Maria Joao, Jack Jones, Roger Calloway, Stacey Kent, The Lyric, Diana Krall, Steve Lawrence, Peggy Lee, Alec McCowan, Gordon McRae, Shelley Mann, My Fair Lady, Mantovani, Dean Martin, Johnny Mathis, Susanna McCorkle, The People That You Never Get to Love, Martine McCutcheon, Brad Mildai, Matt Monroe, Wes Montgomery, Jerry Mulligan Quartet, Peter Nero, Veronica Nunn, Oscar Peterson, Louise Prima and Keely Smith, Ian Richardson, Sonny Rollins, Edmundo Ross, Matilda Santing, Robert Underdunk Terwilliger, Rod Stewart, Barbra Streisand, Tierney Sutton, The Temptations, Claude Thornhill and his orchestra, McCoy Tyner, Andy Williams, Wes Montgomery, Full House, Riverside Records, 1962. Gloria Estefan.